James Charles is back in the news again, and this time it's because he's being sued by a former employee who is claiming she was wrongfully terminated. Well, that along with a few more accusations related to mistreatment. I'm going to get into all the details in a moment, but first, if you could do us a big favor and please tap that like button, we'd really appreciate it. And with that out of the way, let's begin. Beauty influencer James Charles is finding himself in a whole new world of trouble after just recently being accused several times of inappropriately texting underage fans. That controversy actually led to the demonetization of his YouTube channel and his removal as host from the upcoming YouTube show called Instant Influencers. Now he's being sued by a former employee named Kelly Rockline, who worked as a video editor and producer. Recently, Kelly tweeted out a few cryptic messages that led many people online to dig into what exactly was going on between these two. In the tweet, she said, "Watching the same people who screwed me over massively end up in deep scandals isn't news to me, it's karmic debt," which was shortly followed up with 1-1 going 2 for 2 because I'm all about law and order. Eventually, other drama and commentary channels were able to discover that a lawsuit had been filed by Kelly against James in which she cited wrongful termination. Among the issues surrounding her departure, Kelly also apparently dealt with not receiving all of her wages on time, disability discrimination, and a failure to provide reasonable accommodation. There are also other parts to this lawsuit that address issues regarding overtime payment and overall poor treatment of Kelly while she was an employee. According to Kelly, she ended up working in 2 different job roles for James Charles. This left her working almost 12 hours a day and 7 days a week without any overtime pay, despite that and a raise all being promised to her. Not only that, but she also provides a story of sustaining a head injury causing symptoms that she would require a hospital visit for, only for James to say that her leaving meant she wasn't dedicated enough. Again, according to Kelly, he apparently fired her after she returned from medical leave and did not pay her a dime while she was off work. Documents online and several media outlets are also reporting that James has denied all of Kelly's allegations, but this case is far from settled, so if there are any further updates on this, we will be sure to bring them to you. Now with that though, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled 5 Arrested, Lady Gaga Dog Walker Update, Meme Makes 500K, and T-Pain Ignores Celebs in DMs. It's a whole whack of news. T-Bone says, "Thought this dude had my name in the title." Close, but not really. Seth freaking Nolan says, "Those who shot the dog walker deserve to be locked up in jail." Oh, definitely, and I'm sure they will face the full force of the law. Oscar says, "I'm so glad they're back with Gaga. Must have been so stressed and scared." Yeah, I couldn't imagine what that must feel like to just know that they're out there somewhere and just hoping that someone finds them or sees them and brings them back to you. Just absolutely heartbreaking. So it's great that they're finally back with their owner. Jack Howell says, "I often wonder about Johnny's book collections and love to know a few of the titles he has on the shelves." Well, clearly you can see, well, I don't know if clearly is a good word, but I have some Goosebump books. Those are just old childhood collections. There's some comedy books, like biographies, like, oh yeah, 48 Laws of Power. There's one title for it. We'll slowly unveil them. Cindy Paul says, "Glad it has a good ending for Lady G." Certainly, we're so happy that those dogs were finally able to go back to Lady Gaga's house and that the attackers were all arrested. That, to me, is amazing that they were able to catch them even. But for now, that has been today's show, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube.